In the wake of the Texas school shooting, it's unclear if lawmakers will do anything to tighten gun laws. That has not been the case in other countries which have experienced mass shootings. Holly Williams is in London. Holly, good morning. How are people there reacting to what happened here?
Well, good morning, Michelle. Many people here in the UK feel a special bond with the US, and it's painful to see American children killed like this. But a lot of people I've spoken to here also say they're mystified, they're confused, because here and in other countries where there's been a massacre, the government brings in tougher gun control laws, and they cannot comprehend why that doesn't happen in the US.
16 young children and their teacher have been shot dead by a gunman at a primary school near Stirling.
In 1996, the United Kingdom was horrified by the murder of 5- and 6-year-old children by a lone shooter.
I just can't believe something like this has happened.
It was the deadliest mass shooting in British history. And after a grassroots campaign, the government here banned the private ownership of all handguns.
Good evening. All Australians tonight share the horror of the Port Arthur massacre.
In Australia, also in 1996, a lone gunman murdered 35 people. In response, the then Conservative Australian government banned nearly all semi-automatic rifles and shotguns and launched a program to buy back more than 600,000 weapons from those who already owned them.
The greatest civil right you have is to stay alive. Staying alive and being free from random attack is a far more precious civil right than owning a gun.
These are our most popular firearms.
In Australia in 2015, we found the nation's tough gun control laws widely popular, even with this gun shop owner.
I mean, if you were in America, you'd probably sell a lot more guns and make a lot more money.
Yeah, I suppose sometimes it's not all about the money.
From Columbine to Sandy Hook and Parkland, school shootings have broken the hearts of Americans. But there's been no major change to gun ownership laws in the US.
We've got a gun lobby and a corporate gun lobby that has its tentacles so deeply into our political process.
Dr. Jonathan Metzl is a sociologist who told us he's witnessed the gun lobby pressure US politicians into withholding support for tougher laws.
The lesson of those other countries is really that people came together across the political divide.
But were those countries able to do that because they don't have powerful gun lobbies?
100% yes. Definitely yes.
One of the Parkland survivors called out Senator Marco Rubio for taking campaign money from the NRA.
Senator Rubio, can you tell me right now that you will not accept a single donation from the NRA in the future?
And even that didn't change anything.
That people buy into my agenda. And I do support the Second Amendment.
But in New Zealand, another mass shooting in 2019, 51 people killed in 2 mosques, once again prompted legal change outside the US. A ban on military-style semi-automatic weapons and assault rifles. This week, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern explained how they did it.
Now, we have legitimate needs for guns in our country for things like pest control and to protect our biodiversity, but you don't need a military-style semi-automatic weapon to do that. And so we got rid of them.
Australia saw gun deaths plummet after its new laws came into effect. And here in the UK, there are so few guns on the streets that even the police don't generally carry firearms. And ladies, while in the US this year there's been more than 1 mass shooting a day on average, in other wealthy countries, they are extremely rare.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Staggering.
Yeah. Thank you, Holly. People are looking at us going, what is wrong with the United States of America? You know, we are 4% of the population, but 42% of mass shootings.
Go ahead.
And so much is being said out there in social media. This one really caught my eye. Let's take a moment to honor the sacrifice of our brave school children who lay down their lives to protect our right to bear arms.
Yep.
People are fighting mad about what has taken place. And, you know, the question is, will lawmakers hear their cries?
Yeah, and I say again, when we talk about the right to bear arms, that was written at a time when people had muskets. They did not have, we have a very pesky fly in the studio, they did not have assault rifles that were killing innocent people, innocent children.
good reporting by Holly Williams and reminding all of us,
Yes.
obviously, of what has happened elsewhere. We'll be right back.